Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. I'm a 23-year-old guy in my first ever serious relationship with my girlfriend Tamika, who's 24. We've been together for about 8 months now, and for the most part, things have been amazing. But there's a recent discovery that's been eating away at me, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Before I delve into it, let me give you some context. When Tamika and I first started dating, she was completely upfront about something from her past. She told me that she had a friend with benefits before she met me. This guy was someone she knew from college, and they had been friends for a few years before things got physical. After she moved to another state, they continued to stay in touch online, maintaining a friendship. She emphasized that she never saw him as anything more than a friend, and was never interested in a relationship with him. I discovered that this guy frequently sends Tamika sexual memes and jokes. Now, from what I can gather, she hasn't reciprocated with anything sexual, but what really stings is that she never established any boundaries with him either. What hit me like a ton of bricks was when I found out that Tamika had met up with him for dinner during a visit to her home state a few weeks ago. She never mentioned this dinner date to me, and when I confronted her about it, her response was, well, less than satisfying. She said it just seemed inconvenient to bring it up. I can't help but feel a pit in my stomach when I think about what could have happened during that dinner, or why she chose to keep it a secret. To make matters even more perplexing, this guy already has a girlfriend, and he's well aware that Tamika and I are in a committed relationship. I want to believe her when she says that all they did was share a meal, but the whole situation feels shady, and it's been getting to me, so here I am, feeling quite overwhelmed and unsure of what to do. I'm grappling with questions about whether her actions can be classified as infidelity, and if so, what steps I should take next. I understand that this situation is a bit unique, since both Tamika and her former friend with benefits are in long-term relationships, so I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. However, I can't shake the feeling that there's more to this story than meets the eye. I'm genuinely torn and confused, and I could use some advice or even just your perspective on the situation. Have any of you been in a similar situation? How did you handle it? Do you think her behavior constitutes infidelity, or is it more of a gray area given the context? And what about those sexual memes and jokes? Why would he send them when they're both in relationships, and why didn't she mention it to me? I appreciate you taking the time to listen to this and for any insights or guidance you can offer. This situation has been weighing heavily on my mind, and I'm really hoping to find some clarity and direction here. Thank you. Update. So here's the latest. I couldn't shake the feeling that something was off. The nagging doubt was eating away at me, and I decided to check Tamika's phone again. To my absolute shock and horror, I discovered a text message from her former FWB that I wish I could unsee. He'd sent her a video. It wasn't a meme or a joke this time, but it was still very sexual in nature. It was a video of Tamika on her knees performing fellatio on the guy. He asked when she was coming to visit him again, and mentioned how much he missed their time together. My heart sank as I read those words. I felt a mix of anger, betrayal, and confusion that's hard to put into words. I confronted Tamika immediately, and she couldn't deny the evidence staring us both in the face. She got angry at me for going through her phone and said she couldn't be with someone who would invade her privacy like that. She said it was over between us. I couldn't believe it. She broke up with me. After all that, she was the one to break up with me. I was shattered. I was angry at her for breaking up with me when she was the one who cheated. I wanted to be the one to break up with her, and she took even that small satisfaction from me. Tamika and the other guy were both cheaters. The sense of betrayal is indescribable. I trusted her, and I believed her when she told me that she only saw him as a friend. To find out that she was involved with someone else behind my back feels like a devastating betrayal of our relationship and the trust I had placed in her. As for her former FWB, I have no words for him. The message he sent was not only disrespectful, but also a clear indication of his own lack of respect for his girlfriend. I wish I had her contact details so I could show her how shitty her boyfriend actually is. Tamika was my first girlfriend. After what she did, how am I meant to trust another partner ever again? Her betrayal is going to stick with me through all my future relationships. I just know it. I'm totally messed up about everything right now. I don't know what to do or how to move on from this. Please, if any of you have had this happen to you, tell me how you got past it. It feels like the pain will never end, and I will be like this forever. Any advice would be appreciated. Thanks for listening.